It is 10 minutes till first pitch, so you know what that means. It is almost time to play ball. Good afternoon, and welcome to Russell E. Diethrick Jr. Park here in Jamestown, New York, as the 24-8-2 Tarp Skunks get ready to host the 12-18 Geneva Red Wings for the first time this season. I'm Jalen Ferguson, and alongside me is Dre Guinness. And Dre, after losing to Batavia, the Tarp Skunks had some extra time to assess things and strategize after both the Niagara Falls game and Newark games were canceled. But now they are here to take on the Geneva Red Wings.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be kind of a catharsis, really, to get back out on the ball field after the game in Niagara Falls gets canceled, after the official strikeout cancer night on Friday was canceled due to air quality issues. You know, having to sit on that loss for so many days, I expect to see something that we didn't see on Tuesday night coming out of the Tarp Skunks dugout, and that's going to be energy.
Yeah.
It seemed like the Skunks were feeling a little flat, and Batavia was able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they had a lot of time to prepare, be well rested and ready to go. But now, you know, after the loss, we've seen some players step up. Sean Spitaleri and Nate Muncy getting some work on the bump, and they had some really impressive showings.
Yeah, you know, Sean Spitaleri and Nate Muncy coming in, working in relief. They really did what they needed to do after the 5-run first inning for the Muck Dogs. They came in and provided a sense of stability on the mound for a good chunk of that game. I mean, you know, 5 runs over the last 8 innings spread out is, you look at that over 3 or 4 pitchers, not a bad bullpen outing. It was just a rough first inning that really sucked the life out of the team. But it's nice to know that we actually have those extra weapons in the bullpen if we run into a crunch when it comes down to the playoffs.
Well, now, as they get set to take on the Geneva Red Wings, the last time these two teams met, Camp Churchill pitched 9 innings, actually pitched the whole game, and got PGCBL Player of the Week.
Yeah, you know, complete game. First one of the season for the Tarp Skunks. Only one of the season for the Tarp Skunks. And, you know, Eli Bryant's going to have a tall test ahead of him tonight to try to match that. I don't think that's going to be on his mind. It's just a matter of going out there, throwing strikes, getting his pitches down. And again, everything is getting ready toward the playoffs, which start on next Monday, the 27th.
Yeah, speaking of the playoffs, now, you know, you gotta get ready for the playoffs. You know, Tarp Skunks in second place, still battling for the first spot, but they clinched that spot in the playoffs, and they are going to play on Monday.
Yeah, and as it looks right now, just doing the PGCBL baseball math, as the division and the standings are determined not by record, but by win percentage. Batavia right now sits at number 1, Jamestown number 2. Basically, both those teams, us and Batavia, have locked in home games. So the playoff game on the 27th will be here at Russell E. Diethrick Park. Auburn mathematically cannot do better than third place, and that's where they're sitting right now. Really, where the story is going to come in is that battle for the 4th spot. The Niagara Ironbacks are only a half a game behind the Elmira Pioneers. They're taking on Batavia tonight, so it's going to be a very important game in Batavia. That game's going to start at 4:05. And you know, it's really going to be interesting. You know, the Ironbacks last year, first year in the league, they had a very rough go of it last year. I don't even think they got double-digit wins last year. But again, this was a franchise that was just announced a couple of months before the season started. They didn't really have a chance to go out and do a lot of recruiting this year. A completely different story with a lot of different results. And they're kind of the feel-good story in the PGCBL West right now, as they are battling for that number 4 spot. So it's going to be interesting to see who is going to finish 1-2. Jamestown can still win the division. They would need to go 5-0 and have Batavia go 4-2. And the Tarp Skunks would win the division by 1 1,000th of a percentage point. Anything less than that, Batavia would lock in at 1, Jamestown would lock in at 2, and it looks like, as things stand right now, Jamestown would take on Auburn, and Batavia would take on either Niagara or Elmira. So there's still a lot of drama left to go down to the rest of the way. And the Tarp Skunks, they just need to put everything else out of their mind and just focusing on winning the next 5 games.
Yeah, that's right. And not only that, the Tarp Skunks, they did get a new face on the team, Jackson Ross, being able to help them out down the stretch.
Yeah, Eric Weeks took a hard fastball off the wrist in the game against Batavia. Not playing today, getting a little bit of rest. I checked before the game, thankfully not broken, just still a little bit messed up. So he might not actually play for the next couple of games just to give his hand some rest. We'll see how that happens, but it's nice to be able to get a little bit of a reinforcement coming in to kind of fill that spot. And we'll see. We'll get a little bit more of a read on Jackson Ross. Not to be confused with the Olean pitcher Jackson Ross. Completely different person, same name. But, we'll kind of get an idea of what he's about as this game unfolds.
That's right. New names. This is gonna be a very important ball game coming in. But like you said, these wins are going to matter down the stretch, trying to make the playoffs. But once it's Monday, once it's next week, it is crunch time, and it's all about winning the division here.
Yeah, well, this is the last week of, there's always the next one. Yeah, there's always the next one. Well, here's the problem with that. You run out of the next ones really quick. Saturday is the last time that the regular season will kick off for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, and we'll close it out against the Geneva Red Wings, and it will be Christmas in July, presented by Collaborative Children's Solutions, and you're not going to want to miss that. It is going to be a fun time fireworks show after the ball game.
Not only that, those 2 Olean games after this. Olean and Batavia, or Olean and the Tarp Skunks, they've both been trading games. Olean taking some, Tarp Skunks taking some, but right now, the next 2 games against Olean, they're going to be very important, like you said, taking the rest of these games and getting a good spot.
Yeah, the rest of the schedule after today, there's only 4 games left. Niagara Ironbacks coming in to Diethrick Park on Tuesday night, and then back-to-back on Thursday and Friday at Olean, and then back here against the Geneva Red Wings to close out the regular season. So you're not going to want to miss your opportunity to get down to Diethrick Park. The final $2 night will be Tuesday against the Niagara Ironbacks. $2 tickets, beers, hot dogs, and sodas. Not going to want to miss that. And then again, Christmas in July on Saturday. And what kind of a Christmas in July present would it be if the Tarp Skunks could sweep out the rest of the season and Batavia loses 2 ball games between now and then?
That would be a great Christmas gift of being awarded the first spot in becoming the PGCBL Western champions.
It would be the first time the Tarp Skunks win the Western Division in the regular season since their inception back in 2021. But we are just about set for the national anthem. We'll back away, come back with the starting lineups of the first pitch in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, understand that you please rise and able to remove your caps as you know you look, as we honor America with playing of the national anthem.
All right, and we are back after the national anthem. Let's give you the starting lineups for the Geneva Red Wings. Jay Guinness to give you the lineup.
All right, here we go. Dylan Briggs will lead off and play center field. Left fielder Quinn Mahoney will bat second. Batting third, the pitcher-designated hitter today, Austin Dietz. Batting fourth, Ben Buxton, the extra hitter. Andrew Hossman, the first baseman, will bat fifth behind the dish, and batting sixth is CJ Arrigo. Batting seventh, we don't have a first name on him, so we'll just call him Bob. Bob Pedagroso, third base. Maybe a Geneva Red Wings fan in chat could fill us in on this one. Brand new player, don't have him on the roster. Casey Burkroff batting eighth and playing shortstop. Lucas Marsh, the right fielder, will bat ninth, and batting 10th is the second baseman and one of the few returning Red Wings, Christian Bermudez. They will be facing Eli Bryant for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, making his seventh appearance, fourth start, comes in with a 1-0 record, 4.74 ERA in 19 innings pitched. He's given up 20 hits, 10 runs all earned, 10 walks against 15 strikeouts, batters hitting .286 against them. And the Jamestown Tarp Skunks wearing their pink uniform jerseys they were supposed to wear on Friday night. But since that game was canceled due to air quality, they're wearing them tonight. So if you bought a jersey and with the expectation that it was going to be game worn, well, tonight they're going to be game worn. So stay tuned as to how to pick them up. As the throw down to second, we are almost set for first pitch. And here to bring you the action the entire game long, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much, Dre Guinness. Eli Bryant facing Brooks, Mahoney, and Dietz. As we are just about ready for the first pitch of the game. First pitch to Eli Bryant. Outside for a ball. 4:02, the official time of the first pitch.
And you got to love that July weather here in Western New York. A balmy 70 degrees at first pitch.
It's been very windy. I was almost expecting it to be a little bit humid. And the 1-0 in the dirt for a ball. 2-0. Like you say, it is definitely a beautiful day for baseball.
Absolutely. You know, it's even for this part of the country, 70 degrees at the end of July is almost unheard of.
It's just the perfect day. Not too hot, not too cold. 2-0 inside, but misses. 3-0. Quinn Mahoney on deck for the Geneva Red Wings.
Briggs, a .250 hitter, doing a good job to work the count 3-0 to start. Bryant's been right there at the strike zone, just missing by millimeters.
3-0's in there for a strike. Eli Bryant just had to throw something down there. 3-1 to Briggs.
It's not like his pitches have missed by much either.
So 3-1 inside, narrowly missing Briggs, and he is aboard. First batter of the game is a walk. That's going to bring in Quinn Mahoney.
Mahoney, one of the better Geneva Red Wings hitters, coming in batting .348. Left-handed batter.
So first pitch to Mahoney. Fouled behind the dish. So 0-1 the count to Mahoney, but Briggs at first.
Defensively for the Tarp Skunks, Dugan, Moore, Muncie from left to right. Dixon, Enders, Kiefer, and Smith third to first. Delanto behind the dish. And Eli Bryant, getting into baseball, is on the mound.
Eli Bryant has really established himself as a starting pitcher. When he first got the go-ahead. He was a middle reliever. 0-1 to Mahoney. Fouled. Caught. 0-2.
I don't know if I'm seeing it or maybe it's just an optical illusion. It looked like when Mahoney swung and fouled that off, it almost looked like something came off of his bat. But now that I'm looking at it, it looks like he kicked the dirt with the batter's box paint on it.
Yeah, that's most likely what it is. 0-2 up high for a ball. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, that's one of the more unique things. I don't know if that's actually prevalent throughout baseball, but the Skunks don't use chalk. They actually spray paint the lines.
I thought every team sprays the lines. Swung on and missed is Quinn Mahoney. That is out number 1. That's going to bring in Austin Dietz.
It may just be one of those things that I've never really paid attention to until I started working baseball.
Yeah, I thought... actually, you taught me something new. I didn't even know they used chalk for the lines.
Well, back in the day they used to. I didn't know. Now it's all spray paint, I guess.
First pitch popped up and out of play.
For Austin Dietz coming in batting .244 on the season. 4 doubles, a homer, 9 RBIs. He has struck out 8 times on the season.
Snapped out to first, keeping Briggs honest. Damn. Indeed, so you said he hit 4 home runs.
No, 4 doubles, 1 home run.
4 doubles, 1 home run. Runner goes, pitches a ball, throws to second. And they got him out. Close play, but they get Briggs trying to steal, so 2 gone.
That looks close. The throw wasn't the best coming out of the hand of Delanto as it one-hopped into the glove of Enders, but he was able to follow it and track the tag into Briggs.
1-1. It's a line drive out in the left center field. That's going to touch down. And Dietz gets himself a single.
Extra hit number 31, Glenn Buxton.
And on that play, it wasn't the best throw, but he was able to get to second. I didn't know if Jackson Enders made the tag or not.
Yeah, that was the thing. You know, he scooped it and made the swipe, but umpire was right there to watch it. And now that caught stealing looms large because with that base hit, would have been first and third.
So first pitch to Ben Buxton in the dirt for a ball.
And instead of first and third with 1 out, it's just a man on first with 2 down.
And field umpire, took his time with that call. And he gave him the out. 1-0. Driven down the left field line, fouled.
Buxton also a .244 hitter. Only 1 double, 5 RBIs. So he's a station guy.
So the count is even at 1. 1-1 is in the dirt. 2-1. With Dietz at first.
Muncie and Wright playing in a bit. More in center is shading way to the third base side of center field.
Yeah, outfield is literally shifted to the left. That is a ground ball up the middle. That's not going to be fielded by Kiefer. Took a bad hop off of his glove. So now runners at first and second.
They're going to give him a base hit on that one. That was a tough play for Kiefer to go on the backhand, try to take a tricky hop and look it into his glove. It just bounced off the heel and out into the outfield.
That's going to bring in the first baseman, Andrew Hosman. Runners at first and second with 2 gone. in the top of the first. First pitch to Hausman is fouled and out of play.
Hausman comes in betting 167 on this season. Not a lot of success at the dish for him. 6 hits and 41 at bats. Does have a couple of doubles.
So 0-1. Outside throw to first, and they got him! Getting the out at first, and that'll do it. Tarp Skunks have a chance to hit after this.
Bottom of the first inning, no score between the Red Wings and the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. I remember what team I work for. It's going to be Moore, Dugan, and Smith. Well, let's go and give you the starting lines for the Tarp Skunks. Grant Moore leading off, playing center field. In left field, batting second is going to be C.J. Dugan. Nolan Smith, the first baseman, bats third. Anthony Charmer, the designated hitter, will bat fourth. The right fielder batting fifth is Nate Muncie. Paul Delanto batting sixth behind the dish. Jackson Ross, the newcomer, is the extra hitter. He will bat seventh. James Dixon, third base, will bat eighth. Batting ninth, Jackson Enders, shortstop. And batting 10th, the second baseman, Tito Kiefer. As they are facing Austin Dietz for the Geneva Red Wings. For Dietz, it's his 6th start, 6th appearance, comes in with an 11.7 ERA in 20 innings pitched, 36 hits, 28 runs, 26 of those earned, 14 walks against 10 strikeouts. Batters are hitting .419 against him on the season. And here to tell you about the bottom of the first inning, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. Grant Moore standing in as they are here for the Tarp Skunks' first chance in this game. First pitch to Grant Moore. In there for a strike. 0-1.
For Grant Moore, comes in batting .346 on the season. That's 7 doubles, 3 triples, a home run, and 20 RBIs.
0-1 outside for a ball. 1-1.
Also has 22 stolen bases, still 3 off the all-time single season record.
1-1. Outside again. So Grant Moore standing in with a 2-1 count. The 2-1 catches the zone for a strike. 2-2.
I don't know if it's just us up here, the angle or whatever, but it looks like Dietz is just lobbing it in.
It looks like Dietz is lobbing it in, or maybe... Well, that one is driven out in the right center field. Arranging under it is Dylan as he makes the catch for the out. Dylan Briggs.
Yeah, not a lot of velocity coming out of the hand of Dietz.
He's going to bring in C.J. Dugan. He will face Dietz.
Dugan on the season, 263. 7 doubles, 8 RBIs.
First pitch to Dugan, inside and away for a ball. The 1-0. That's driven. That's going to get past Burcroft at short. And so, CJ Dugan gets himself a single.
Nice piece of hitting, just a line drive just past the reach of the shortstop, Burcroft. Skunks with an opportunity here, 1-on-1 out, and Nolan Smith coming up.
CJ Dugan on first. So that's driven out in the left center field, but ranging under it is Mahoney. He's going to make the catch for the second out.
1 pitch, 1 away for Nolan Smith. That's rough.
He's going to bring in Anthony Trommer, the DH. The Dietz hasn't shown that much velocity.
Trommer, a .323 hitter on the season.
First pitch to Trommer. Inside, narrowly hitting him, throws back to first. Not in time. Dugan is in there safely.
Well, that had disaster written all over it, but Dugan able to get back with relative ease.
So the 1-0 to Trommers. It's a ground ball to short, throws on to second, and that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. No runs on 1 hit. We go to the top of the second. It is still 0-0.
No scores. We go to the top of the second inning. It's going to be 5-6-7 due up for the Geneva Red Wings. Houseman, Borrego, and Pedagrasso. And here to tell you all about the excitement, the fun, frivolity, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Fun frivolity. I like that. He's going to face Hosmer. Or Hosmer.
The first baseman for 18, Andrew Hosmer.
He's going to get a chance to actually finish the at-bat. In the last inning, it was Ben Buxton who got picked off. So first pitch to Hosman. It's a line drive. Leaping as Enders cannot come up with it. It'll be a single for Hosman on the first pitch.
Man, Enders was about 3 inches under that ball, just over his reach, but he was able to get that. That would have been an ESPN Sports Center play right there. But a nice piece of hitting for Houseman. Had a chance to sit on that at bat for the entire half inning, so not wasting any time. First pitch swinging.
So that's going to bring in the catcher, CJ Arrego. First pitch. It's a line drive. Coming in is Grant Moore making the catch in Sallow center. First out of the inning. And Geneva has been attacking on the first pitch.
Yeah, they know Bryant's throwing first pitch fastballs, so taking a swing on it. And that's going to be a challenge for him to be able to, maybe approach this next at bat throwing something curvy or off speed.
I was going to bring in Burcroft, the shortstop.
No, this is Petagrasso.
Oh, Petagrasso.
The man with no first name that we're aware of.
First pitch misses. So 1-0 to Petagrasso. 1-0 just misses the zone. 2-0.
Yeah, you can't frame that any better either.
I won't even say he framed it.
He didn't even move his glove.
So 2-0 to Petagrasso. And that one's in there for a strike. 2-1.
Brian bringing a bit of velocity with that fastball today. Pop the glove. Sounds like it's in the uprates. I think next year I'm going to invest in a radar gun. I don't know if it would work from up here, though.
Probably. As the 2-1 misses inside. 3-1.
You think it would work from up here?
I think if it could work back in Auburn, I think it could work here.
Oh, Auburn has theirs way up top?
I think so.
Okay.
But then again, their press box isn't as high as ours. So 3-1 to Petagrasso in the dirt for a ball. And so now runners at first and second.
Shortstop, number 4, Casey Burcroft.
Now they're going to bring in Burcroft.
There we go. We could always borrow one from JPD. Well, I don't think they would appreciate having to disconnect it from the car and bring it up here.
It's the first pitch to Burcroft. Just outside for a ball.
Kind of makes me wonder if LiDAR would work too.
Maybe it could work. I know their interns, the other interns, they put their radar gun just in between the mound and the plate. That's the 1-0 foul behind the dish, 1-1.
That one I actually might have been tempted to flinch at if it actually had a little bit more elevation on it. Because you could see that one was going to come right toward us.
Yeah. One on one to Burcroft. That gets past Delanto. Both runners advance. Now runners at second and third.
And that's the danger of a curveball too, is that it can slip out of your hand, and when it does have the tendency to sail. It's a wild pitch on that one. Geneva in business here. Second and third with only one out.
Hossman at third, Petagrasso at second. 2-1. Up high for a ball. And Eli Bryant, his last couple of pitches have been elevated.
Doesn't seem to have the greatest command of his curveball here today. You need that secondary pitch you can't just keep throwing fastballs out there.
3-1. Inside, misses, narrowly hitting Burcroft, and so now the bases are loaded for the first time in this game. And Delanto's going up to the mound to talk to Eli Bryant.
Yeah, I think it's a little combination of, lack of control on your secondary pitches, maybe a little bit of mechanics, maybe a little bit of rushing through his delivery out of the set.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. His delivery has been a lot faster. Coming out of the set and then throwing the pitch. I think he should take a couple of seconds, breathe, assess, then throw.
Yeah, went to the rosin bag. It's not that humid out there.
I was going to bring in Lucas Marsh.
Breaking a good sweat out there.
First pitch to Marsh. Narrowly missing. 1-0. Osman at third, Pedegrosso at second, and Burcroft at first. And one gone here in the top of the second. First pitch, or not first pitch. That's a line drive. That's going to touch down in front of Grant Moore. One run is going to score. Both runners. Now 2 runners at first. Oh no, the bases are still loaded actually. Geneva takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second.
You know, and that came from an unexpected source. Is Marsh coming in only hitting 160 on the season, picks up his. I'll have to see what number RBI that is when I get Bermuda's stats.
So that's going to bring in Christian Bermudez. First pitch strung on and missed. 0-1 the count.
For Marsh, that's only his second RBI on the season. And Christian Bermudez, he comes in only hitting 167.
0-1. Lays down a bunt, pulls back. 1-1.
Yeah, that one came in and buzzed the tower.
Definitely had to move out of the way of that one. One and one. Foul behind the dish. Dylan Briggs on deck as they roll it back up to the top of the lineup after Bermudez. Bases are loaded. Eli Bryant looking for the pitch to get out of this. It's a ground ball to third. Gets past Dixon. Everybody is safe. And the run comes in to score. Geneva takes a 2-0 lead.
That was a brutal placement on that ball. Not very hard hit. Rolling right into a very dangerous spot, too. Dixon trying to go to field it as the runner cutting across him. Enders finally able to pick it up, but by the time he got it, there was no play.
So Dylan Briggs. It's a ground ball to Kiefer. Cannot pick it up cleanly. Throws on the first. They get the second out, but another run comes in to score. Geneva now up 3-0. I was going to bring in Quinn Mahoney. Struck out swinging in his last at bat. Back in the first.
Give Briggs the RBI there.
First pitch. It's a ground ball to Nolan Smith. Tosses over to Eli Bryant, and that'll do it. 2 left on a couple of hits. 3 runs come across. We go to the bottom of the second. Geneva up 3-0.
Bottom of the second, Red Wings lead 3-0. It's going to be 5, 6, 7 facing Dietz for the Red Wings. Nate Muncie, Paul Delanto, and the newcomer Jackson Ross, the extra hitter. Here to tell you about it, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. Nate Muncie here to lead it off here in the bottom of the second.
Leading off, up right field from Kent State, number 44, Nate Muncie.
So he will face Dietz. So first pitch to Muncie. Catches the zone on the outside corner. 0-1 the count.
Dietz very much a junk baller, but very effective with it today.
It's a ground ball up the middle. Fielded it is Bermudez. Throws on the first. And they got him.
Man, that was a nice play all the way around. Bermudez circling in. Throw was a little bit high, but Hausman at first able to stretch and keep his foot on the bag.
We're going to bring in Paul Delanto, the catcher. He will get his first crack at it. First pitch, Paul Delanto outside for a ball.
If you're in the Jamestown area on Thursday, there is going to be a benefit game. Proceeds going to the Chautauqua County Child Advocacy Program.
As the 1-0 outside or driven, fouled and off the lights.
It'll be the Jamestown Police Department versus the Jamestown area Old Timers. Hey, maybe we can borrow that JPD radar gun for that one. Proceeds again to the Chautauqua County Child Advocacy Program. $5 entry donation, 50-50 and concessions.
As the 1-1 popped up and coming in is Briggs, who makes the catch in shallow center field for the second out.
You know, for someone who comes in with a 11.7 ERA and hitters hitting over 400 against him, he's almost looking like Greg Maddox out there.
We're going to bring in Jackson Ross. First pitch to him outside for a ball, as he will get his first at-bat as an official Jamestown Tarp Skunks player.
Wearing number 43.
As the 1-0 inside, but catches the zone for a strike, 1-1.
This is our first look at him, our first opportunity to write a book on him.
As the 1-1 in the dirt for a ball, 2-1. Does not have any official stats at the moment. 2-1. Misses the inside corner. 3-1 to Jackson Ross. Inside again. And Jackson Ross is aboard BL walk.
And I got to say, Jackson Ross did more as a leadoff hitter with 2 outs in that than we've seen either with Muncie or Grant Moore leading off in it.
I think they're just trying to clobber the first pitch. That's when the problem, not extending the at-bats. I was going to bring in James Dixon. First pitch to him inside and then the dirt for a ball.
You know, the issue that the Skunks are going to have with Dietz is that Dietz, you know, with his record and his body of work this season, you almost want to lay off as many pitches as possible. The problem is he's been finding the strike zone early on here.
1-0. Catches the zone for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, like you said, especially after that pitch, you know, he's been finding the zone. But it's hard to foul the ball on purpose, you know. You just got to extend the at-bat any way you can. 1-1. Swung on, fouled behind the dish.
just got an update 53 minutes into the World Cup finals between Spain and Argentina. No score.
I'm kind of surprised on that.
I am too, especially after yesterday's France-England game. If you would have told me that there was going to be a combined 8 goals scored in that game, I would have checked you into a mental facility.
1-2 just missing inside. I think in that France game they were just trying to make it as fun as possible. Even though it is third place, but you just gotta have fun with it. The count is even at 2 with James Dixon, Jackson Ross at first. Dietz to the delivery. That one is a fly ball out in the right field, and that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. One left on one hit. We go to the top of the third. Geneva up 3-0.
Top of the third inning here at Russell E. Diethrick Park. Red Wings with a 3-0 lead over the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. It'll be 3-4-5, 2 up for the Wings. Austin Dietz, Ben Buxton, and Andrew Hausman due up to face Eli Bryant in his third inning of work. And here to tell you about it is Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. From the mound to the plate, Austin Dietz standing in. First pitch to Dietz. Missing for a ball. 1-0. 3 runs on 5 hits for Geneva. No runs on 1 hit for the Tarp Skunks here in the top of the third. As the 1-0 misses in the dirt.
Bottom of the second inning in Batavia, Niagara with a 1-0 lead over the Muck Dogs.
So 2-0 to Austin Dietz. It's a line drive out in the right field, but ranging under it is Nate Muncie for the first out.
He didn't have to range under it much, just kind of floated a little bit to his right to put that one away.
That's going to bring in Ben Buxton. He singled. First pitch to Buxton in there for a strike.
That's the first breaking ball that Bryant's thrown that's been taken a strike. As the wind's starting to kick up, blowing out to right.
So, now we both definitely touched on
I
that.
moved. My string of 2.5 games without a flinch is over. I'll take it though. It's a pretty good run.
So 0-2 for Ben Buxton. It's a ground ball through the infield, and he gets himself another single. So 2 pair of singles for him in this ball game. That's going to bring in Andrew Hausman. And it was this part of the lineup, from Dietz to Hosman, where they had singles back in the first inning. First pitch to Hosman. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 the count. Ben Buxton at first. The 0-1. Inside and low for a ball. 1-1.
Niagara Falls and Auburn, no score. That one in the top of the first inning.
One. Foul ball. So 1-2 to Andrew Hosman. So 1-2. Narrowly missing. 2-2. I think Geneva is having a bitter taste after the 9-0 against us a couple of weeks ago. You know, they want to get their get back. It's the 2-2 inside missing. 3-2. But again, it's all about how the Tarp Skunks answer back. So full count now to Andrew Hosman. Buxton at first. That's a line drive out in the center. It's going to touch down. And Hosman gets himself another single.
The catcher number 11, CJ Orega.
I was going to bring in CJ Orego. Top of the third. Geneva with 7 hits already. Opposed to the Tarp Skunks 1. That is. It's going to be how the Tarp Skunks play defense here.
No, they need to play clean defense.
First pitch to Orego inside, catching the zone for a strike. So 0-1 the count. Orego, he lined to Grant Moore in his last at bat. Swung on and missed. And just like that, he is behind on the count 0-2.
That was a wicked curveball. Bryant just pulling the string on that one.
So 0-2 to Orego. That's driven out to right field. It's going to touch down. Muncie throws back in. And no one's going to score. The bases are loaded. 3 straight singles. He's going to bring in Pedigrasso. Just now got a first name on him, Ryan Pedigrasso.
So we'll officially retire the Bob designation. No activity in the Skunks bullpen. That's curious at this point.
First pitch. It's a ground ball to Enders. Throws on the second, and it is not caught by Kiefer. Run is going to score. Geneva now up 4-0.
Shortstop number 4, Casey Burcroft.
So I was going to bring in Jason Burcroft. Or Casey Burcroft. So with the bases loaded and 1 gone, first pitch. That one narrowly missing for a ball. Eli Bryant, his fastball seems to be the only pitch catching the zone right now. 1-0. That one also narrowly missing. 2-0.
I mean, we've seen Bryant in the past, and he's been pretty accurate in the strike zone before. Today, just a little all over the place. You have to wonder where the mechanical issue is.
2-0. Foul ball on the left side.
I think I see a little bit of a mechanical issue right out of the get-go.
I mean, he has been digging at the mound a lot since I've seen him up there. 2-1. Fouled at the plate. Count is now even at 2.
So when a pitcher comes out of his delivery, either from the set or the windup, you want to be able to make your stride first before you sit down in your delivery, if that makes any sense. Your back leg dropping down a little bit to make it look like you're sitting.
Off-speed pitch missing.
And with some of it, Bryant's coming out already in that sitting position. So dropping his back leg a little early.
Oh, yeah, now I see it. Son fouled at the plate. That was a hard foul ball.
This scoreboard controller is giving me issues today. It's lagging.
So the count will remain full at 3-2 for Burcroft. So 3-2. Ground ball through the infield. It is going to get through. One run is going to score. Here comes the second. It is cut off. The run is going to score. Geneva now takes a 6-0 lead.
Now there is action in the Skunks bullpen.
And that's going to bring in Joe Riedebach. I just saw him point. I don't know, maybe if he was.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's seen enough.
Well, that'll do it for Eli Bryant. New pitcher on his way to the mound. We'll get you the new pitcher after this.
New Tarp Skunks pitcher is going to be Jake Boynar. Small sample size of work for him, third appearance. No record with a 4.5 ERA, 4 innings of work, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. And Ian Arrett's a rough jam here, as the Red Wings have already put up 3 in the third, lead 6-0 with only 1 out.
Boynar, he's going to face Lucas Marsh after his warm-up. You know, At the beginning of the season, we have saw how aggressive the Tarp Skunks have been in the early frames, but in recent games, it just hasn't been like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It just seems like there's a lack of energy these last couple of games.
I don't know what it is. Just, pouncing at the first or at the starting pitcher, that was how they started the season, but now those 1, 2, 3 frames have been all zeros.
Yeah, if you were to tell me the pitching matchup to start this ball game, I would have said it would be 6-0 Skunks after 3. But it has not been that way. Dietz, coming in with almost a 12 ERA, has shut the Skunks down to only 1 hit. And the Skunks are on their second pitcher in the top of the 3rd inning.
First pitch from Boynar in there for a strike. That is how Boynar is going to get his day started.
That's a good start.
Runners at first and second. Tito Kiefer covering the bag at second. 0-1. Swung on and missed is Lucas Marsh, and so now he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boynar has a couple of different delivery release points. One's almost at the 3/4, one's just sub 3/4. Not quite sidearm, but that's a rare ability for a pitcher to have 2 different release locations and still be able to hit the zone.
So 3 pitches, and Lucas Marsh has sat down on strikes. And that is how Boynar is going to get it started on his first batter.
That's only the second strikeout of the ball game for the Skunks pitchers.
First one was Quinn Mahoney back in the first. That's going to bring in Christian Bermudez. He singled in his last at bats. Runners at first and second with 2 gone. The first pitch outside for a ball. Now Boynar, he said, had different release points, but that's the thing, though. Maybe you don't want the other team to catch on to that, because then they might try and guess what you're going to throw based off the release points. Now that is a bunt popped up just in front of us. That's going to foul.
I kind of wanted to reach out the window and try to grab it.
You could have almost did that, actually.
I just, I have this fear of falling out the window. Or you pushing me out the window,
Why would I do that?
I mean, Succession.
Succession.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Stardust?
No, I heard it.
Oh. That's a reference that would only make sense if you saw the movie.
So after the pop-up, 1-1, swung on and missed. 1-2.
Yeah, Bermudez looked way outmatched on that fastball.
So 1-2 here. Swung on and missed. And that is how Boynar is going to get it started with 2 strikeouts out of the bullpen. 2 left on 2 hits. Geneva up 6-0.
6-0 Red Wings as we go to the bottom of the third inning. 9-10 bringing back to the top of the order, due up against Austin Dietz. I don't know why I was thinking 8. Austin Dietz starting his third inning of work. Jackson Enders, Tito Kiefer, and Grant Moore. And here to tell you about it, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. Tarp Skunks, they're going to need to get something going here. Only one hit coming into the third frame. It's the first pitch inside, but misses.
Yeah, someone needs to light a fire here.
1-0. That's popped up and out of play.
Close to that tarp down the third base line. Still going back to that game. Was it against Auburn? The doubleheader, James Dixon with a couple of diving catches over that tarp.
Was it Dixon or was it Caleb Jordan? I don't remember.
I don't remember. It was one of them.
1-1 outside for a ball, 2-1. I think it was Caleb Jordan.
Could have been. Yeah, that's right, because Dixon was playing short that day.
Yeah. So the time called by Jackson Enders. 2-1. Fouled away, and the count is even. I think the Tarp Skunks is going to need to call time a lot more. Austin Dietz has been getting set and being ready to deliver really quickly. 2-2. Up high for a ball. The count is full now. 3-2.
Who was that had that really quick delivery for the Skunks the other night? Was that Spitaleri?
It was Spitaleri. Swung on and missed at the inside pitch. And Jackson Enders is sat down on strikes.
Enders swinging at that ball 4 there. Trying to be aggressive, just did not work out.
That's going to bring in Tito Kiefer now. First pitch to Kiefer, swung on and missed.
That is a filthy curveball on the inside corner that Dietz is dropping in on him.
That's a line drive out in right field. Ranching under it is Marsh, and quickly 2 away. And that's going to roll it back up to the top of the lineup for Grant Moore.
Number 2, Grant Moore.
So Grant Moore standing in 0 for 1. He flew out to center on the first pitch. So he lays down a bunt. And he is aboard. Infield single after a successful bunt.
Well, I mean, that'll work. That's a spark. Only the second Tarp Skunks hit of the game. We'll see what C.J. Dugan can do. See if he takes a couple of pitches and allow Moore to put himself in scoring position.
Like you said, the second hit, it was C.J. Dugan who got a hit his last time up. First pitch to Dugan. Popped up. Ranging under it is Bermudez. And he will make the catch for the out. And that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. One left on. We go to the top of the fourth. Geneva still up 6-0.
Final $2 night of the season will take place this Tuesday as the Niagara Ironbacks coming to town to take on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks as the road to the playoffs continues. $2 beer, hot dogs, sodas, and tickets. Come on down Tuesday night as the Niagara Ironbacks coming to town for the final time of the regular season. It is going to be 1, 2, 3 due up for the Red Wings. Briggs, Mahoney, and Dietz. And here to tell you about it is Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. Boynar there to start his first inning of work. First pitch, narrowly missing. 1-0 the count. His first full inning of work, I should say. He ended the third with 2 strikeouts. As the second pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. And Dylan Briggs got a walk and grounded out to second. 2-1 after the strike. So Briggs is officially 0 for 1 here in this game. 2-1. Fouled down third base side and out of play.
No one make the stands, yeah?
Just barely.
Got a couple of kids chasing after it.
So the count is full at 2 to the leadoff. Briggs fouled again. Is the 2-2.
This is power versus power right here. Briggs is taking a home run swing.
Action in the Geneva bullpen, stretching and tossing in there.
That looks like it could just be a bullpen session.
As that's a broken bat up the middle. Tosses to first. One gone here in the top of the 4th.
Man, that is a sickening sound when that bat splintered.
I was going to bring in Quinn Mahoney. Quinn Mahoney 0 for 2.
That's what happens when you get jammed in the inside part right off the label. Shatter that bat.
Getting jammed up, it also tends to hurt your hands as well.
Just a little bit.
First pitch to Mahoney fouled behind the dish. So 0-1 the count. Mahoney struck out and grounded out to first base. Fouled off of Mahoney. So he's quickly behind 0-2. I think Boynar is starting to get into a zone here. Had 2 strikeouts back in the 3rd. And now, with 1 out, he's ahead in the count 0-2.
Pretty good rhythm.
Pop up and fouled out of play. So we're going to repeat 0-2 again. So 0-2 the pitch. Fouled. And that one got you.
Yeah, that one definitely did.
Just below us here. And we're going to repeat 0-2 again. Austin Dietz on deck. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Delanto being able to catch that one. No drop third strike. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th.
Designated hitter, number 10, Austin Dietz.
So I was going to bring in the designated hitter / pitcher, Austin Dietz.
You know, pretty good body of work. 3 strikeouts and 4 at-bats.
So the first pitch, ground ball to Enders, throws on to first, and they get him out. Geneva Red Wings go down 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Geneva still up 6-0.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Red Wings with a 6-0 lead over the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Skunks will bring up Smith, Trommer, and Muncie to take on Austin Dietz in his fourth inning of work. He has spun a beauty up to this point, only 2 hits. Here to tell you about it, you know him, you love him. That's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much, Dre, as hopefully the Tarps can capitalize on that 1-2-3 inning. Back at the top of the fourth.
You know, right about now, they need any piece of momentum they can get.
Only got 2 hits for them. Here is Nolan Smith.
You know, I was thinking about it during the break, and we saw this early in the season when the Skunks dropped 3 straight.
First pitch to Nolan Smith, catching the outside corner for a strike.
There was a bit of an energy drop-off that is happening here, and I think the word for it is lackadaisical.
As the 1-0 misses, 1-1. You know what? I've said this before. Like, yes, it's energy. Energy. As the 1-1 just missing. Energy is very important in a baseball game. It's not even just about. It's all about hyping up your teammates, wanting to stay in this ball game. As the 2-2 or 2-1 catches his own 2-2. The 2-2 misses outside. Count is full for Nolan Smith.
Energy and enthusiasm is infectious.
It is. It's very hard to come back into a ball game when the energy is just dead. Swing on a miss is Nolan Smith, and he has sat down on strikes.
That's rare. Smith does not strike out very often.
Number 11, Anthony Trommer.
Now that's going to bring in Anthony Trommer as he was out via 6-4 putout. First pitch driven up to left field. And at the warning track is Mahoney, makes the catch at the wall.
Just got under it a little too much. That was a heck of a ride, though, for Trommer.
So once again, quickly down, 2 outs. That's going to bring in Nate Muncie. It's a ground ball to Croft, and he's out at first, and that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. They go down 1-2-3. As we head to the top of the fifth, Geneva still up 6-0.
Four, 5, 6, 2 up for the Geneva Red Wings, Buxton, Hosman, and Orego. As Jake Boyne are back on the mound for another inning of work. Here to tell you about it, I think it's Jalen Ferguson.
Well, thank you very much. Boynar being able to get a 1-2-3 back in the fourth. A 1-2-3 would be definitely nice. First pitch to Ben Buxton outside for a ball.
It's the top of the fifth inning of Batavia as the Niagara Ironbacks still holding on to a 1-0 lead. You kind of expected that. The other night, the Ironbacks dropping a tough one in Batavia 3-2.
As the 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1.
I'm going to say this. If the Ironbacks make it into that fourth spot in the playoffs, whoever has that number one seed, they're going to have a tough time ahead of them.
I mean, yeah. 1-1 in the dirt for a ball. 2-1.
You know, they've really picked it up over the last couple of weeks.
And I was going to say, like, even when we faced Niagara, that's a team you cannot take lightly. They are going to sneak in a win. You know, especially when we played them, they have not made it easy.
Well, we'll see them here on Tuesday night.
2-1 up high for a ball. So 3-1 the count to Ben Buxton. And the 3-1 misses, and Ben Buxton draws a walk. Still have not yet found an answer for Buxton, as he is 2 for 2, and that walk puts him on the bases again. He's going to bring in Andrew Hosman, another person that they have not found an answer. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. First pitch to him inside for a ball. So 1-0 to Andrew Hosman. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Ben Buxton at first. No one out here in the top of the fifth. The pitch fouled behind the dish. So now 1-2. Geneva, 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Tarp Skunks still have not answered back. Geneva 6-0. As the 1-2 outside for a ball. 2-2. So now the count is even at 2. With Andrew Hossman at the plate. So that's popped up. Nolan Smith cannot get to it. So 2-2 again.
Yeah, that was way out of his reach toward the, just past the light stanchion down the first base line. Didn't have enough hang time for Smith to glide underneath it.
So 2-2 again, and fouled once more. The wind has been blowing. Once you would think it would be from right to left, then left to right, but, you know, fly balls, they have not hung up there that much. 2-2, line drive out in the left center field. But Dugan makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
The catcher number 11, CJ Orega.
Well, they finally figured out a way to get Hausman out. It sounded like that was a broken bat as well.
Well, that's going to bring in CJ Orega. And Orega 1 for 2. A line out and a single. He also came around to score. First pitch, swung on and missed.
Wow, the sound of that ball popping into Delanto's glove.
Woo! Definitely showed his velocity on that one. So 0-1. In there for a strike again. Now the count is 0-2 for Orega. Now Orega must be sitting on fastball here. Oh, 2 outside. Count is 1-2 to Orega. Ben Buxton at first. Orega at the dish. Foul, just barely making contact. So 1-2.
Getting the World Cup updates. No score going to overtime.
So that means that might end in a shootout, actually. Swung on and missed to CJ Orega as he is sat down for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 21, Ryan Pedraza.
I was going to bring in Ryan Pedraza. That World Cup game might end in extra innings. But then again, how Argentina has been playing, they capitalize on that part of the game.
I mean, it going down to penalty kicks would almost be poetic.
First pitch to Pedraza in there for a strike. That would be the second time in the World Cup. Well, in straight World Cups going into penalty kicks. 0-1 outside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, it's kind of the hockey. You know, the I don't even think hockey does that anymore. Maybe in the minor leagues they still do the shootouts.
They do that in the shootouts for the regular season, but 1-1 inside for a ball, and they say that hit him. I'm not too sure about that, but he is aboard via hit by pitch. That's going to bring in Casey Burcroft.
I haven't been paying too much attention to hockey over the last 10 years.
Hockey, they do the shootout in the regular season. In the playoffs, it's just sudden death. First pitch for Burkroff, swung on and missed.
See, that's what they should do for the World Cup. They should do the 30 minutes of extra time. If it's still tied after extra time, the next goal wins. Just turn off the clock. And pull and go from 11 to 10 players.
Well,
pull a player.
They do 30 minutes halves. Second pitch in there for a strike.
So like every 5 minutes a goal doesn't score, just pull a player from each team until...
That'll be interesting.
That would be interesting.
Oh, 0-2. In the dirt for a ball. It's almost like a whole new different ball game when it goes into extra time. 30-minute halves. You know, even if you score, the game's not over. Then you got to do the second half. One, two. Foul ball. So we're going to do 1 and 2 again. So Boynar searching for the strikeout. Ooh, that one just narrowly missing. Missing the outside corner. 2 and 2.
Delanto very subtly having to reach off the plate to pull it back in. I mean, it was subtle.
So Boynar looking for the punch out here. 2-2. And there it is. Struck him out looking, and that'll do it. 2 left on a couple of hits. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Geneva still up 6-0.
Paul Delanto, Jackson Ross, and James Dixon due up here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tarp Skunks need to put something together. They are trailing 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Jalen Ferguson stepping up to the mic.
Thank you very much. As Dietz is still out there facing Delanto, Ross, and Dixon. Here is Delanto.
Number 4, Paul Delanto.
He's been rushed to take off and on the catcher's gear. But now, standing in. First pitch to Delanto outside for a ball. 1-0 the count.
You know, Dietz has thrown a pretty good game, but, you know, it's not because he has dominant stuff. A lot of it's smoke and mirrors. As the Skunks swinging at things they shouldn't be, not making hard contact.
The 1-0 missed. 2-0 to Delanto. Yeah, it's not really making hard contact and not extending in that bat. That one's fouled.
You know, we've had a number, I think 3 out of the 4 innings, the leadoff hitters have swung at the first pitch.
And it's been like that for the last couple of games. Another 2-1 to Delanto. That one in the zone for a strike.
That might be a little frustrating for Delanto, too. He's had a couple of those exact frame jobs that have gone against him.
Especially when he was the catcher.
That's what I mean.
2-2. Inside, and Delanto moving out of the way. So the count is full, 3-2. On deck is Jackson Ross. And Delanto draws a walk. And that could get something going here. Leadoff walk, and that's going to bring in Jackson Ross.
It's only the 4th base runner the Skunks have had this game.
And Jackson Ross drew in a walk. His last at bat. So first pitch, narrowly missing, 1-0. And Jackson Ross taking up the mantle left by Lindquist.
Out for the rest of the season in concussion protocol.
1-0 inside misses. 2-0. You know, had to fill in that spot.
Well, I mean, that's why we carry 3 catchers.
Yeah. Fetchick, Delanto, and now Jackson Ross. 2-0. That one catching the corner for a strike.
That one had a bit more pop than most of these pitches all day long. A little bit more zip on it.
Paul Delanto, he has been jumping, moving around at first. Got to be careful, though, against the lefty pitcher. Foul ball by Jackson Ross, and now the count is even.
Take 4 baseballs all the way up second.
You can hear the umpire saying need some more baseballs.
Yeah, the amount of foul balls in this game has been a lot.
Next year, I got to figure out a way to get that boom mic out the window and down a little bit more. Pick up more of the field noise.
2-2. Delanto goes. And that is a single through the infield. Delanto going all the way to third. Jackson Ross is going to stay at first. Runners at the corners now with nobody out.
Well, there you go. There's your spark.
And
we'll see if James Dixon can throw the match. Fuel on the fire, or fuel for the fire.
That was a very successful hit and run. But now that's going to bring in James Dixon.
That shows a lot of trust, too, with Jackson Ross. You don't normally do hit and run unless you know how the hitter is going to be able to respond.
First pitch to Dixon, just missing.
Ross with the ability to poke it the other way. Through the hole.
So 1-0 to James Dixon. Ross on the move. And that's going to get past. Paul Delanto is going to capitalize on the throwing error. Jackson Ross gets a steal. Tarp Skunks narrow the lead to 5. Geneva is still up 6-1, though.
And Arrigo going to get charged with an error.
That's going to bring in. Oh, wait, no. No, that doesn't bring in anybody. 2-0. 2-0 catches the zone for a strike. 2-1. James Dixon with a 2-1 count. Flew out to right field in his last at bat. Two-1. Ooh, that was close. Outside for a ball. 3-1.
That was the same location Delanto had that one called a strike on him.
It was definitely a pitcher's pitch. Could go in either way. 3-1. And that one misses. And so James Dixon draws a walk.
And now suddenly we have a little bit of activity starting in the Red Wings bullpen. Rigo going out to talk to Dietz.
I'm going to bring in Jackson Enders. And Jackson Enders, he struck out swinging at ball 4.
Wait a minute. The meeting of the mound is over, but the Skunks are pulling their base runners to have a little discussion here. So now we're going to get a extended meeting. Give Dietz a chance to take a breather and give us a chance to remind you that there are only 2 more Tarp Skunks home games left in the regular season. Tuesday against the Niagara Ironbacks, the final $2 night of the season. $2 hot dogs, sodas, beers, and tickets. Come on down and support your Tarp Skunks. And then this Saturday, it's Christmas in July, presented by Children's Collaborative Solutions. Fireworks after the game and a whole lot of festivities. Come on out and cheer your Tarp Skunks as the push for the playoffs continues. And then, of course, June 27th, home playoff game. It's just going to be a matter of who's going to be the number 1 and 2 seed. Which team are we going to face?
I'm going to bring in Jackson Enders. Corners in. Double steal. Throws to second. No tag. So now Jackson Enders has 2 runners in scoring position. Runners at second and third.
The pitch was called a strike, so it's going to be 0-1.
So 0-1 misses. Ken is even at 1. 1-1. Corners still in. As the 1-1 swung on and missed by Jackson Enders. Has a very long swing. 1-2. Popped up. And under it is Hossman. And out of play. You know, it looked like it was just going to be a routine play, but then the wind carried it and pushed it out into the stands.
Enders needs a productive at-bat here. Doesn't matter if he gets out as long as a run scores.
That one's fouled. We're going to do 1-2 once more. Enders has been getting under the ball, I've noticed. He's been popping it up. He's not really driving it. Doesn't even really ground out either. And he watches third strike. That will be a backwards K for him. I was going to bring in Tito Kiefer.
That definitely was not a productive out. So now Kiefer is going to have to face the infield in.
And the first pitch to him fouled towards the Tarp Skunks dugout.
Almost looks like the Red Wings infield's a little confused out there right now. A lot of looking around trying to figure out where everyone's supposed to be.
So now Kiefer is quickly behind 0-2. Something's going to need to be going. Only one gone. As the 0-2 up high. 1-2.
Bermudez and Burcroft backing off the infield grass a bit. Not quite double play depth.
As that is a line drive. And that's going to get past. Pentagrasso at third. One run's going to score. And the throw back in the third, not in time. Tarp Skunks now narrow the lead to 4. Geneva still up, but it is 6-3.
Nice RBI for Tito Kiefer. And a good job by Pentagrosso down at third to actually put some leather on the baseball. Otherwise, that definitely would have scored 2. Dixon was being waved around third, but at the last second held up. The ball came in behind him and almost a play at third.
All right, that's going to bring in Grant Moore as we roll it back up the top. Snap to the first, not in time. Runners at the corners, with only one away.
Moore 1 for 2, had a single his last time up.
And on the run is Kiefer. It's a called strike. That's going to get past. Burcroft covering. And so now once again, runners at second and third.
And this is the life. This is the aggressiveness. This is the energy that we have not seen out of the Tarp Skunks in darn near 13 innings. All of a sudden turning it on. It's almost like someone flipped the light switch down in the dugout.
They definitely needed something to get going. That's a ground ball up the middle to Dietz. Throws on a first. That's the second out of the inning.
Yeah, Dixon wanted to go. Good job by Dietz to look him back, though. Good recovery.
Who's going to bring in Dugan? First pitch to him outside for a ball. One and 0. That's a ground ball. That's going to be fielded by Burcroft. It's going to get past Hausman. One run is going to score. Tito Kiefer is going to score. And just like that, the life has sprung back into action.
The question is, what are they going to score that? A base hit or an error? I think. Oh, that is the question.
So Geneva still up 6-4. The Tarp Skunks putting up 4 in this inning. I was going to bring in Nolan Smith. Well, they gave the error. I don't know where the error is to. No, this is going to be on Burcroft. First pitch to Nolan Smith outside for a ball.
I'll have to see if they credit Dugan with any RBIs. I don't think they will. I'll check that during the break.
1-0 to Nolan Smith. That one catching the zone for a strike. 1-1. Four runs coming across here in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, they did credit Dugan with 2 RBIs.
1-1. Outside. 2-1.
Both those runs unearned, but RBIs credited.
Two one. That is a scorching foul ball.
Top of the 6th inning in Batavia, the Ironbacks with a 5-0 lead over the Muck Dogs. So Skunks now with an opportunity. If they can come back and win this and Niagara can hold on, we might see a flip at the top of the standings again.
2-2. Ooh, that was a stone cold take.
That was a gamble. That was a gamble, and here's why. Because Smith got called out on strikes on the exact same pitch last inning.
So now the count is full. 3-2. Inside and missing, and Nolan Smith draws a walk.
And now there is actual legitimate action in the Red Wings bullpen, not a bullpen session.
That's most likely going to be it for Dietz.
It is, as the motion to the pen has been made. Dietz pitched pretty well, but that's going to do it for him. We'll be back with the new Red Wings pitcher in just a moment. It's 6-4. New Red Wings pitcher is going to be Noah Company. Making his 7th appearance on the season, comes in with a 1-1 record, a 2.53 ERA, 10 2/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 runs all earned, 5 walks against 10 strikeouts. He is going to face Anthony Traumer, with the Skunks having runners at first and second with 2 outs, 4 across already for the Skunks here in the bottom of the 5th.
Thank you very much. It's Anthony Traumer standing in. Again, you want to drive in that tying run.
Just keep the line moving. Keep that line moving. This is the 9th hitter sent to the plate this inning for the Tarp Skunks.
Some guys really needed an inning like this. First pitch. Up high for a ball.
This is the baseball equivalent of getting hit with an AED. One of those automatic defibrillators. Just bzz, clear. Jumpstart everyone's heart down in the dugout.
Yeah. One and 0 to Traumer. Swung on and missed.
Oh, challenge fastball. Challenge accepted, and Company wins. At least round 1 here.
Well, Noah Company, one of their actual pitchers. 1-1. Swung on and missed again. And Company came out of the bullpen and definitely laid down a challenge here. But Anthony Traumer 0 for 2. 1-2. Good take by Traumer.
Yeah, that's tempting. You get a fastball eye level just out of the zone. You still want to take a hack at it.
So now 2-2. Dugan at second and Nolan Smith at first. Swung on and missed. And that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. But on 3 hits, 4 runs come across as we go to the top of the 6th. Geneva still up, but it is 6-4.
Skunks put up 4 in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Jake Boynar back on the mound for another inning of work. He will face 9-10-1 due up for the Geneva Red Wings. Lucas Marsh, Christian Bermudez, and back to the top of the order for Dylan Briggs. And once again, working on a complete game, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Well, thank you very much, Dre Guinness. As Lucas Marsh standing in against Boynar.
Yeah, you got no bullpen help here. I'm not coming in to clean up. I'm just, I'm playing third base coach today.
First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. So the 0-1 from Boynar, that is a line drive. Arranging under in is Muncie, making the catch on the second pitch. Quickly one way. I was going to bring in Christian Bermudez.
It is over in the World Cup. Oh, wait, no. Well, it said final. Yeah, it is final. Spain wins 1-0.
And that is a bunt laid down. Dixon cannot field it cleanly. That is a single there. And Geneva rolls it back up to the top of the lineup for the 4th time.
Did he break his bat on that bunt, too? I mean, that had some wicked spin on it.
So that's going to bring in Dylan Briggs. Swing on and missed on the first pitch is Briggs. 0-1. And Spain won, beat Argentina.
Well, I think so. I mean, it said final, but the clock was still running and a yellow card was coming up on the screen, so I don't know. But right now, Spain's up 1-0.
Well, if that's the case, it's extra time. Snap through the first 9 time.
Yeah, I think, let's see. It's going to go 30 minutes of total extra time. They were at minute 111. So they've got, I think, another 9 minutes left plus any extra time.
So 0-1 is in there for a strike. And so just like that, Briggs is quickly behind. 0-2.
See, that's what I get for using a Yahoo widget instead of actually going to the website.
So 0-2 here to Briggs. Fake steal by Bermudez. The pitch is outside for a ball. So 1-2. It's in the 113th minute, is what I see on ESPN.
Okay, yeah, so it's not final.
It's a pop-up. Nolan Smith cannot get to it, just falling right in front of his outstretched glove.
So that just means Yahoo's terrible.
Well, I use the ESPN app.
I haven't installed that on my phone yet.
1-2. That's a line drive out in the left field. That's going to touch down as Bermudez gets a double, but the run is going to come in safely. The throw over Delanto is wild. But Boynar able to field it, covering. Geneva now increases the lead back up to 3. Geneva up 7-4. You know, he took a good swing at it, pulling that down the left field line, scoring a run. And that was the 11th hit for the Geneva Red Wings. So standing in is Mahoney. Ranging under it is Moore, making the catch for the out. So 2 gone here on the top of the 6th.
Austin Dietz coming up, even though he has been removed as the pitcher, still listed as the DH, so he can still go a little bit.
Yeah, he can still swing. Does not have to pitch. First pitch to Dietz. Down low for a ball. 1-0.
Dietz, a two-way player, 1 for 3 on the day.
And Briggs got himself a double. He's at second base. 1-0. Swung on and missed by Austin Dietz. 1-1 the count.
Boynar has 5 strikeouts so far.
Coming in 3rd inning. Been cruising a little bit. Putting up 2 zeros and only giving up 1. Oh, and that one was close. You can't ask for Delanto to frame it any better than that.
Nope.
Just did not get the call.
Yep.
Two 2-1 to Dietz. Swung on and missed. Count is even at 2.
So far, 3 1/3 innings for Boynar on the mound for the Tarp Skunks. 5 strikeouts, and he owns the only 1-2-3 inning for any Tarp Skunks pitcher.
2-2. Whoa. That one made me jump. So we're going to do 2-2 again. Two and 2 with Briggs at second. Foul there. Nope, he swung on and missed. Delanto was able to hang on to it, and that'll do it. But on 1 hit, 1 run comes across. 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Geneva up 7-4.
next generation.
7-4 Red Wings as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning in a fast-paced ball game. It is going to be Muncie Delanto and Jackson Ross due up, facing Noah Company in his first complete inning of work. And once again, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. The Tarp Skunks being able to put up 4 in the last inning. They need to capitalize on that. They brought themselves back from a 6-0 deficit. Now, Nate Muncie to lead it off. First pitch to him inside for a strike.
Muncie, the hero of the day on 2 occasions.
Against Newark and against Auburn. 0-1. That one also catching the zone. And so now Muncie has seen 2 straight strikes.
Not a bad idea. You know, Company came in, shut the door in the bottom of the last inning.
As the 0-2 outside and in the dirt.
Hitters were on such a roll, they didn't want to stop swinging the bat, so you didn't really get a good scouting report on him. Muncie, acting as the leadoff hitter here in the inning, has done his job, taking the first 3 strikes, giving the guys behind him a little bit to take a look at. Now he just needs to tighten up and swing on something close.
Well, Company has been throwing strikes. That one is up high.
He's also been throwing heat up until that curveball.
2-2. I think he really wanted Muncie to swing and chase at that one. Or maybe it just came out of his hands a little bit wrong. 2-2 to Muncie. And he strikes out looking. 1 away here. In the bottom of the 6th, that's going to bring in Paul Delanto.
Well, Delanto walked his last time up, and that was the opening salvo for a 4-run inning. We'll see what he can do here.
Now Paul Delanto. First pitch to him fouled, and into the street it goes.
Look out, Faulkner Street. You know, we haven't seen as many foul balls go out to Faulkner Street this year as I have the last couple of years.
That was a line drive in Faulkner Street.
It's a good thing no car was driving by.
0-1 to Delanto, outside and in the dirt. And the count is even at 1. Geneva, 7 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Tarp Skunks, 4 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. One and 1. And Delanto watches the strike. 1-2.
Yeah, Company is living in that strike zone right now.
I think that's what Tarp Skunks have a hard time with. What pitchers aiming for the strike zone. 1-2. Fouled. I was gonna say the Tarp Skunks, I noticed it's hard for them to answer when the pitcher is going into the strike zone because their game relies a lot on base runners. They rely on a lot of drawn walks. And when they're not getting that, it's hard for them to get into this game. As the 1-2 outside, 2-2 the count. That's why in a lot of these games, they have a lot more runs than they do hits. Two inside, and Delanto moving out of the way. So 3-2 for Delanto with 1 gone. That one up high and up inside for a ball. Delanto drawing another walk.
Yeah, that one looked like he got his tower buzzed a little bit. That one came up toward his head.
He didn't move out of the way on that one. He
Nope.
just stared at it and drew the walk.
Take one for the team. Jackson Ross officially 1 for 1. He walked his first time up and singled his last time out.
Also got himself a couple of steals. First pitch to him in the zone for a strike.
Yep. Stolen base of second and third. Was able to come home on Kiefer's single.
So 0-1 the count to Jackson Ross. Delanto at first. And time was called.
That's icing. Jackson Ross just iced Company. Company was taking too long.
Ooh, that one coming inside and hitting him. So Jackson Ross is aboard, hit by pitch. You know, it was these two that were able to do a double steal. So with James Dixon at the plate, we could probably see the same thing again.
Quite possible.
So here's Dixon. Down low for a ball is the first pitch to him.
And it is final now. Spain officially has won the World Cup 1-0. So congratulations, Spain.
1-0. That's a line drive. That's going to touch down. Holding everyone at their bases. Bases are loaded. That's going to bring in Jackson Enders.
And that might have been a little bit of a mistake by Alonso. He held up to watch that ball fall, but, and I don't know, maybe it was just our perspective up here, but you could almost tell from our perspective that the ball was going to land. Alonso might not have had a good look at it, so, I mean.
Well, he was probably seeing it going over his head. He probably didn't see where the center fielder was. I was going to bring in Jackson Enders. Enders, he is due for a hit, and he's going to need to have a better approach with bases loaded. He got himself 2 strikeouts, 1 looking and 1 swinging.
Corners in on the infield. Outfield straight away.
First pitch, foul down the first base side. That one hitting the tip of the bat.
Those sting the worst. You talk about the jam shots on your hand. Off the end of the bat, that's even worse.
Yeah.
A lot of torque on the wrists.
0-1. And just like that, Enders is quickly behind 0-2. On to bases loaded for Enders. It's a line drive, fouled. And I think his bat is done, yep.
Yeah, that thing had some English on it. It was going down the line, and it just took a hard left turn.
This is probably the most broken bats I've seen in one game.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the 4th or 3rd? I think it's 3rd or 4th.
I think Moore had one. There was one on the Red Wings. I forgot who it was. And then that one has 3.
So once again, 0 for 2. Popped up, it is. And coming in is the catcher, Orego, to make the catch. And 2 gone now. That's going to bring in Tito Kiefer now. Tito Kiefer officially 1 for 2. He's also come around to score. So with bases loaded, another single should tie the game. First pitch fouled behind the dish.
I don't know if a single will tie the game. Extra bases could. But down 3, that would have to be a very long single to drive 3 in.
It'll probably be like something off the wall. Swung on and missed at the 0-2, quickly behind. And to go out with the bases loaded, being down 3, it would leave a bitter taste in your mouth. 0-2 to Tito Kiefer in the dirt for a ball, 1-2. Delanto at third, Ross at second, and Dixon at first. And that is a fly ball out in the left center field. But calling off the center fielder is Mahoney, and that'll do it. But no runs, 3 left on. We go to the top of the 7. Geneva still up 7-4.
New Tarp Skunks pitcher coming on here in the 7th inning. It's going to be normal starter Ryan Tatar. He comes in his 8th appearance with a 2-1-1 record, a 6.41 ERA, 26 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 36 hits, 24 runs, 19 of those earned, 15 walks against 29 strikeouts. And he will face the top of the order. No, he won't face the top of the order. He will face the middle of the order. It's going to be Buxton, Hausman, and Orego. And once again, ready to bring you all the action. It's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. This is looking like to be a starter's game. You know, the last game against Batavia, it was a bullpen game. Now with Eli Bryant, Boynar, and now Tatar, this is a starter's game. It kind of makes sense because, again, they haven't played any baseball since Wednesday. So you want to make sure that their starters are still primed and ready to go for the playoffs.
Bottom of the 7th inning in Batavia. Ironbacks still with a 5-0 lead over the Muck Dogs.
Again, like I'm saying, Niagara is not a team you should take lightly. First pitch to Buxton inside for a strike. Now Niagara, a couple of games against them, very close. We tied. It's the 0-1 in the dirt for a ball. Tied, beat them 1-2. We lost to them. We beat them. That is a ground ball. That's going to get through the middle. Still no answer for Ben Buxton.
Kiefer over at second did not get a good jump on that ball.
That's why the ball got right past him.
Yeah, that should be within his range.
It really should. I mean, it was right there. He didn't really even need to dive for it. That's going to bring in Andrew Hosman. Swung on and missed is the first pitch. And it's this part of the lineup that has been giving the Tarp Skunks problems. Buxton 3 for 3. Hosman 2 for 3.
And you have to ask yourself the question.
As the 0-1 is now 0-2. And the 0-1 catches the zone.
Were the Skunks looking past the Red Wings in this game ahead to Niagara?
I think it was because of that start from Camp Churchill. But again, no lead is safe. That's a ground ball to Kiefer. Throws to second on the first. Double play! And they get it!
That was probably the cleanest exchange we've seen on a double play all season.
So now, nobody on, 2 away for CJ Arago. Yeah, that was a very clean double play. Did not really need to rush. Didn't need to rush. Didn't need to force anything. It was just a standard stand-up double play. First pitch to Arago in there for a strike, 0-1. And Arago, 1 for 3. Fouled, and now Arago quickly behind 0-2. Arago lined out, singled, and struck out. Oh, and 2. And that one catches the zone and struck him out. And that'll do it. Geneva Red Wings go down 1-2-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Geneva up 7-4.
Bottom of the 7th inning. Noah Company back on the mound. He's done well in relief. He is going to have to face the top of the order, Grant Moore, C.J. Dugan, Nolan Smith, and once again, here to delight your eardrums with his dulcet tones is Jalen Ferguson.
Yes. That is exactly what I'm doing. As Grant Moore standing in here. Grant Moore standing in. What a 1-for-3 day here. First pitch to Grant Moore. That one misses for a ball. 1-0 the count to Grant Moore. One 0 outside for a ball. 2-0. Stretching and tossing going on in the Geneva bullpen.
Nothing in the Skunks.
2-0 to Grant Moore. Swung on and missed. So now the count 2-1.
Today is a milestone broadcast for us, by the way.
Is it?
It is.
Is it the most games we have broadcast?
No.
Swung on and missed. 2-1. Now the count is 2-2.
We have, as of today, officially surpassed the amount of viewers that we've got in 2023 and 2025. We're just behind 24 now. This is on pace.
2-2 outside. 3-2 to Grant Moore.
To be our most viewed season on YouTube.
Huh. That is very interesting. Thanks to the fans for tuning in.
Absolutely. Like, subscribe, comment below. Who do you think your most valuable stinker is?
As a line drive, but it's dying and falls into Marsh's glove for the first out. That's going to bring in CJ Dugan. He working in what a 2-for-3 day, 2 singles, and popped out.
When we started the season, we had 556 subscribers. Now we are, I think, 903?
903. That is amazing.
Just shy of 1,000.
As that one is carried, but the wind is dying. That's going to drop into Briggs' glove for the second out. And it's looking like they're making solid contact, but the wind is blowing, which makes the ball die.
And they're getting under it, too. Not a lot of lift. Not a lot of lift and a lot of backspin. That'll do it.
I was going to bring in Nolan Smith. First pitch, missing for a ball, 1-0. And the Tarp Skunks don't want to fall back into that habit of swinging at the first pitch and being quickly down 2 outs. As the 1-0 misses, 2-0. You know, the more I watch these games, the more I realize just how valuable these outs are. Can't be going through those willy-nilly. 2-0 outside, 3-0. Now you only get 24 outs.
Yeah. 27.
27.
Math.
I did 3 times 8 instead of 3 times 9.
Yes, you did.
3-0 catches the zone for a strike. 3-1.
Gonna have to take half a point off your grade for not showing your work.
But he didn't tell me the method, though.
You gotta figure out the method yourself. I can't hold your hand for the whole thing. Come on now.
But you know, I got the right answer, but I didn't use your method, you know?
No, you got the wrong answer.
I'm doing that thing teachers do, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, I always argued with teachers anyway, so.
3-2. And Nolan Smith did not like the calls. That is strike 3, and that'll do it. Tarp Skunks go down 1-2-3 as we head to the top of the 8th. Geneva still up 7-4.
Give it up for him, guys. Knock it up. Let me see you walk out here or something. Derek, that'll be. Sunday morning, the red one with the stop at Tim Hortons. Was he grabbing a fresh cut cocktail on the way to work?
Ryan Tatar back on the mound for the top of the 8th inning. It's Petagrosso, Burcroft, and Marsh due up. Tarp Skunks play Tuesday night against the Niagara Ironbacks. Final $2 night of the season. You're not going to want to miss that. Come on down. Support your Tarp Skunks as the road to the playoffs continues on the road in Olean Thursday and Friday. Back here on Saturday against the Geneva Red Wings once again. Christmas in July. Fireworks after the games. You're not going to want to miss that. Presented by Children's Collaborative Solutions. And then playoffs on Monday. And Jalen Ferguson talking about skipping practice. Here we go.
Well, thank you very much. First pitch missed. Petagrosso tried to lay down a bunt, pulled back.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question that I'm only going to ask because of my concussion history. That was Jim Mora, right?
Giamora?
No, was that Mora? No, who was responsible for the playoff quote?
I'm not too sure actually.
I want to say it was Mora when he was with Indianapolis.
I think I'm not too sure. 2-0 the count.
But
Petagrosso.
The likelihood of me being wrong is about 88%.
As the 2-0 in the dirt for a ball, and Tatar quickly behind 3-0. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the quotes.
I've got a phone. I guess I could look it up.
First strike, 3-1 to Petagrosso. Petagrosso, 0 for 2. Walked, fielder's choice, and hit by pitch. So technically 0 for 1. And he gets himself another walk.
Shortstop number 4, Casey Burcroft.
I was going to bring in Casey Burcroft. So it's Tar singing his time on the mound. First pitch, lays down a bunt. No foul call. Throws on to first, and they got him.
It's a good sacrifice bunt.
So that advances the runner to second.
That's smart fundamental baseball. Get the leadoff runner on, even with a 3-run lead this late in the ball game. Like you always say, leads are not safe here in the PGCBL. Get a runner in scoring position with 1 out.
Yeah, I mean, they were up 6-0, and now, their lead is still in jeopardy. Swung on and missed is Lucas Marsh.
And it was Jim Mora, by the way.
Gotcha.
So I hit the 12% actually correct number, which is surprising.
12%.
I had a 12% chance of being right. Even though I'm always right. I only had a 12% chance this time.
The 0-1 catches the zone. 0-2 to Lucas Marsh. Pedegrasso at second. And the 0-2 outside for Lucas Marsh. 1-2. So Ryan Darr taking his time to select a pitch, and I think he found one. 1-2. Just narrowly missing Lucas Marsh. Inside for a ball, 2-2.
That's a good word for it, narrowly.
Almost hit him. Looked like Marsh tried to sell that he hit him. 2-2. Swung on and missed. And struck him out. And so, 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. Who's going to bring in Christian Bermudez?
Wait a minute, that can't be Christian Bermudez. Are they batting out of order? Or am I just completely off? I am off. Oh, wow.
I got Bermudez in my notes.
Oh my goodness. I know what I did. I started filling out.
Well, the first pitch to Bermudez swung on and missed.
And I think it's time for me to go check into the home or something, because I was basically mirroring the 3 hitters that hit last time, so that threw me off.
Well, you heard it here. Dre Guinness said to check him into a home. I didn't say that. 0-1 in there for a strike. 0-2.
There comes a point where you become a little too old to do this stuff.
Luckily, that point is not now. 0-2 outside for a ball. Christian Bermudez. 2 for 3. 2 singles and a strikeout. Now the 1-2. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Drop third strike. Throws on the first. And they got him. And that'll do it. 1 left on no hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Geneva still up. 7-4.
Noah Company continues for the Geneva Red Wings as they lead 7-4. There is action in the Red Wings bullpen. Anthony Trummer, Nate Muncy, and Paul Delonzo due up, and once again, half man, half myth, all legend. It is Jalen Ferguson.
I noticed you've been thinking about different things to introduce me as this game goes.
I'm just trying to entertain myself.
First pitch to Anthony Traumer, swung on and missed. And then Anthony Traumer was the first batter for Noah Company. The 0-1 inside, missing.
You know, you can only say, and once again, here's Jalen Ferguson. You know, so many times before it's, you want to start beating your head into a wall.
You're going to be saying that almost 18 times. And that is a line drive out in the left center field. And that one, he cannot come up with it. Anthony Traumer gets himself a double, as that one came careening off the wall.
Traumer has been hitting the ball with some authority as of late. That one almost got out of here. It might have gotten out of here. I give Briggs a lot of credit for just knocking the ball down as he leaped into the wall. When you had to figure sooner or later, with the authority that Traumer's been swinging the bat with, that sooner or later one of those was going to get down.
That's going to bring in Nate Muncy. Swung on and missed. The first pitch is Muncy. Muncy got himself a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. But he has been clutch as of late.
He excels in the late innings.
It's the 0-1 misses 1-1. Yeah, he does. Got himself a couple of walk-offs.
Yeah, Batavia put 3 up in the bottom of the 7th. Top of the 8th inning now in Batavia. It's 5-3 Ironbacks.
1-1 to Muncy in the dirt for a ball. You know, and that Niagara game has just proven my point. No lead is safe. Cannot be complacent with any leading. So 2-1 to Muncy. That's a fly ball. Foul.
That's way foul.
So now the count is even at 2 for Nate Muncy. Anthony Traumer at second.
Now ball dropping in the Tarp Skunks bullpen, and not a single person moved.
Two. Popped up is the 2-2. And Burcroft is the one to arrange under it and make the catch for the first out. That's going to bring in Paul Delanto. Delanto popped up and got himself a couple of walks. It looks like, I don't know. Well, they haven't motioned to the bullpen just yet. But there is a conversation on the mound to Noah Company.
Initially, this is going to be a check-in to see how his arm is.
It's checking to see how his arm is, if he can finish this game. Not if he wants to finish this game.
I mean, just finish the inning first. They do have someone in the bullpen ready to go, I think, for the 9th inning.
And most likely is their closer.
And that might actually come back to hurt Company, because here's the thing. He's been on a bit of a roll. Yeah, he gave up the leadoff double, but he's been rolling here. And then the manager coming out to do the check, that might get into his head a little bit. There's no reason for it.
First pitch to Delanto in the dirt for a ball. 1-0.
Or am I way off base on that?
Yeah, I don't know. You could look at it both ways.
I mean, to me, it seems like it would just interrupt his rhythm.
It would. I will agree. I don't think that there really should have been a mound visit there. Just let him keep cruising. As the 1-0 fouled at the plate.
I could understand if there was, I don't know, second and third with one out, first and second. Well, even first and third, with one out. Just a runner on second.
That is containable.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, that shows a lack of confidence.
(1-1) to Delanto. Fouled off of Delanto.
Ooh, that one bounced. If it had not bounced off Delanto, that would have bounced back fair. It hit the dirt and bounced back out on the infield grass. Now the umpire checking the ball, rubbing it down, making sure it's all right, not too scuffed.
This downtime does give company some time to assess. Now Delanto behind in the count 1-2. Here's the pitch and fouled on the right side.
Good stay alive. Delanto's got power. He's got a couple home runs on the season.
He does. Has plate discipline. Was the team leader in the longest at bat. That was recently broken by JRC.
Yes. 13 pitches.
1-2 to Delanto. Just missing the inside corner. 2-2.
That's discipline there. That's the kind of pitch that I probably would have hacked at.
Yeah, I don't like those in the inside corner. You get jammed up if you don't make good contact.
That was more of I was more of an inside part of the plate hitter anyway.
That one fouled on the left side. So now the count is full.
And my weakness was the outside part of the plate. I was a middle in guy.
I liked the middle out, up, and the outside corner. I liked. Two and two to Delanto, and another foul ball.
You know, it really depends on I guess your game. I always found that I was able to generate more power swinging in because I could keep my hips in, I could keep my arms in. I didn't have to extend. It always felt like when I had to extend, I was swinging a sledgehammer. Might have been that I was just a couple ounces too heavy on my bat.
2-2 outside for a ball. Now it's 3-2. I didn't really like swinging at the ones in the down low. It almost felt like you were swinging a golf club.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really like that.
I was top of the letters to the belt, middle in and up.
3-2 to Delanto. Up high for a ball, and Delanto has a hat trick of walks here.
He's fired up. Let's go.
So that's going to bring in Jackson Ross. Skipper coming onto the mound. That is going to be it for Noah Company. We'll get you the new pitcher after this.
pitcher for the Geneva Red Wings is number 22, Lane Whitting, making his 14th appearance. He comes in with a record of 1-2 and an 8.05 ERA, 19 innings of work, 18 hits, 18 runs, 17 of those earned, 22 walks versus 24 strikeouts. It's kind of like the life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get out of them, and we'll see what we'll get out of them here. First and second, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Tarp Skunks trailing by 3. And I don't know if I could paint the picture any better for you, Jalen.
I mean, yeah. It's a pretty good position now. With 2 on and 1 out. It's going to be up to Jackson Ross and James Dixon if they are able to capitalize on 2 runners on.
You know, the Red Wings pitchers today, both not only Dietz, but Company pitching fantastic. Company, 2 2/3 innings of 2 hit ball, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Austin Dietz, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. And now Lane Whitting, the 3rd Red Wing pitcher, coming up. We'll see what Jackson Ross can do against him.
First pitch to Ross, outside for a ball. 1-0.
Now Ross has to play leadoff hitter.
Definitely does. The 1-0 misses. 2-0.
Gotta be honest, not sure where that missed. Maybe a little up.
It might be a little bit above the belt there.
If that's the case, then that's a very tight strike zone. Usually you see it letters down to the knees up here.
Yeah, there's no excuse for me. I flinched at that. 2-2. Or 2-1, actually. Traumer at second, Delanto at first, 1 gone. And that's going to be a pass ball. Both runners advanced. Now, runners at 3rd and 2nd for Jackson Ross.
Yeah, that was an ugly curveball. From the plate to the mound, 60 feet, 6 inches. That curveball went about 57.5.
3-1. That one catches the zone, and so now the count is full. Now you're definitely going to have to protect.
He's got a base open to play with here.
James Dixon on deck. 3-1 fouled, and we'll do it again.
Look out down there toward the Tarp Skunks bullpen.
So 3-2 for Jackson Ross. 2 runners in scoring position. And Jackson Ross draws a walk, and now the bases will be loaded for the 2nd time for the Tarp Skunks. So that's going to bring in James Dixon.
Dixon, back-to-back walks and back-to-back appearances. Could he get the hat trick here or possibly put something in play and get a couple more runs across the plate? Big moment here.
Dixon watches the first pitch for a strike. It's almost a similar situation back in the 6th inning. Bases loaded with Dixon at the plate. And the 0-1 misses. 1-1 the count.
Well, we're in the bottom of the 8th inning now in Batavia, and the Ironbacks responding, putting up 3 of their own in the top of the frame. Now 8-3. Niagara going to the bottom of the 8th out at Dwyer Field.
1-1 to James Dixon. And that one is a strike. 1-2, and the umpires in the stand did not like that one bit. That's the thing, with a good frame job, you were able to get the umpire to give that for you. 1-2 to James Dixon. And he watches the inside for a strike, and he is sat down on a strike. So now, 2 gone. Pinch hitter for Jackson Enders, JRC.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I mean, when you definitely need somebody to put the bat on the ball, JRC is your guy. But then that means he's only going to have this at bat, because you're not going to put him at shortstop.
No. Not sure what your option is to... Well, I guess you got Caleb Jordan. Can come in, slide Dixon over to short, put Jordan at third, or just put Jordan at short. JRC with power.
First pitch in there for a strike, catching the outside corner.
Yeah, strike zone's expanding.
Usually in a ball game, you would see the strike zone narrow. Now it's expanding, as that one's driven out in the right field, but ranging under it is Lucas Marsh. And he makes the catch for the out, and that'll do it. Bases left loaded here in the bottom of the 8th. As we go to the top of the 9th, Geneva still up 7-4.
Top of the 9th inning, Ryan Tatar back on the mound to face the top of the Red Wings order. Briggs, Mahoney, and Dietz due up. Don't forget Tuesday night, $2 night against the Niagara Ironbacks as they come back into town to take on the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. $2 night, which means $2 tickets, $2 soft drinks, $2 hot dogs, and $2 beers. That's Tuesday night, the final $2 night of the regular season. And then speaking of the end of the regular season, that happens next Saturday with the Geneva Red Wings coming into town. Christmas in July. Post-game fireworks presented by Children's Collaborative Services. And here to bring you the 9th inning of work. Once again, it's Jalen Ferguson.
Thank you very much. Ryan Tatar still out on the mound here to start the 9th inning, as he will be facing Dylan Briggs. First pitch to Briggs outside for a ball. 1-0.
Doubledays leading the Niagara Falls Americans 5-4. That one in the top of the 7th inning.
1-2 misses up high and inside for a ball. 2-0.
Over in the East, Utica leading Mohawk Valley 15-9, top of the 4th inning.
Another pitch up high and inside for a ball, 3-0.
And bottom of the 4th inning, Anianta with a 7-0 lead over Boonville. That's also in the bottom of the 4th.
The 3-0 catches the zone first strike. 3-1. Three and one. That one in there for a strike. Good job by Tatar being able to fight back out of a 3-0 count. I'm looking out in center field. There's a big gap in right center. Fouled is 3-2, and we'll do it again. Three and two. Check swing. And the first base umpire said that he did not go around. So Dylan Briggs is aboard.
And in all fairness, that was the right call. That bat did not quite go around.
He's going to bring in Quinn Mahoney. 0 for 4. 2 strikeouts, a ground out, and a fly out. First pitch swung on and missed. Dylan Briggs at first. Have not seen Geneva steal. Swing on and missed is the 0-2 or the 0-1. Now the count is 0-2. Geneva have been moving station to station, but oh and 2. That's a ground ball. That's going to get through the infield for a single. And Mahoney has now turned his game around. Is now 1 for 5. That's going to bring in Austin Dietz.
And the dreaded first and second, nobody out scenario. And has come back to bite the Skunks many times this season is upon us.
Haven't seen that in this game up until this point.
Smith going to play in on the grass at first.
Most likely trying to get the double play. That's a ground ball or a fly ball behind the press box, and you did not flinch at all. I'll give you that one.
I did track it, though. I was curious to see if it would hit the booth or just skim the top.
Shows bunt pulls back. 1-1. Geneva with 13 hits, opposed to the Tarp Skunks 6. So Ryan Tatar sits with a 1-1 count. Inside, does not hit Dietz, but both runners advance. And now the situation has turned from bad to worse. No outs and both runners in scoring position. Everybody in the infield on the grass now.
More playing shallow in center field. Even Muncie coming in a little bit in right.
2-1. Fouled. And so now it is 2-2 the count.
I think the only one who is in their natural position right now is Dugan in left.
There's a big gap out in right center field, though. That could cause some trouble. 2-2. Ground ball. That's going to get through. One run is going to score. And Mahoney, play at the plate. He's out! So only one run is going to score on that one. Mahoney called out at the plate. However, Geneva has increased their lead to 4. It is 8-4 Geneva.
It wasn't even hard contact. It was just throw the bat head out and poke it right past Jordan at short. Not a whole lot he could do about it.
First pitch to Ben Buxton. Misses for a ball. Still has not found an answer against him. Has himself a hat trick of singles. Swung on and missed is the 1-0. 1-1 now. Austin Dietz at first. 1-1. Fouled at home plate. 1-2. The count to Ben Buxton. Tatar looking for the punch out. Swung on and missed at the inside pitch. 2 gone now. And they finally silence Ben Buxton.
Yeah, that one up in his face. He took a hack at it. Elevated fastball. Definitely swung at ball 2. But
Andrew Hosman standing in. 2 for 4 on the day. First pitch outside for a ball. Osmond has himself a couple of singles, flew out, and grounded into a double play.
Tarp Skunks will have Kiefer, Moore, and Dugan 10-1-2 in the bottom of the 9th.
1-0 misses on the inside. 2-0.
Starting to have second thoughts about becoming an umpire next year.
The 2-0 misses on the outside.
I mean, I'm still going to do it, but having second thoughts, man.
You're going to be an umpire in the PGCBL?
No, God, no. Little League.
Oh, yeah. 3-0 misses, and now Hosman is aboard to be a walk. That's going to bring in CJ Orrego. No, I think Little League would be okay. If it was high school?
I mean, I can still do high school, too. I did high school back when I was 19, 18, 19.
I don't know. Or travel ball. I wouldn't do travel ball.
No, because then you'd have to travel just as much as the other teams would.
I was going to bring in CJ Orrego. First pitch popped up. And Nolan Smith makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Tarp Skunks. Last chance for the Tarp Skunks as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Geneva up 8-4.
Last chance for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. They will send up Tito Kiefer, Grant Moore, and CJ Dugan to the plate. Try to chip away at this lead and give Jalen Ferguson yet another walk-off call. Batavia trailing 8-3 in the top of the 9th inning. And the scenario here is if Batavia loses, Jamestown loses. Jamestown still has a chance to win the West Division. If Jamestown comes back and wins and Batavia loses, that puts the Tarp Skunks, I think, on top of Batavia by 1,000th or 2 of a percentage point. And if Batavia comes back to win and Jamestown wins, well, everything stays the same. And here's Jalen Ferguson to help you digest all that.
So pretty much here is we need to see that never say die attitude that we have seen from the Tarp Skunks in recent weeks. But here is Tito Kiefer to lead it off. First pitch in the zone for a strike. Tito Kiefer currently 1 for 3. As that is a line drive, but Marsh is able to field it and make the catch for the out. So now Tarp's going to roll it back up to the top of the lineup. It is Grant Moore. Grant Moore standing in 1 for 4. First pitch to him misses for a ball. One-0 catches the zone for a strike. 1-1.
That was a filthy, nasty curveball. You could actually just see it heat-seeking into the strike zone.
Definitely was. As the 1-1 misses up high. 2-1. 2-1 to Grant Moore. Fouled. And he stays alive. And so now 2-2. The 2-2 to Grant Moore. Swung on and missed. The Tarp Skunks, just like that, are down to their final out of the game. I was going to bring in CJ Dugan. Dugan, 2 for 4 with a couple of singles. First pitch inside for a ball. 1-0. That is popped up. Ranging under it is Pedegrasto.
Way out of play.
And out of play it is.
Not just out of play, but way out of play.
So 1-1 to Dugan. Is in there for a strike. And now the Tarp Skunks down to their final strike. Up high for a ball. Now the count is 2-2 to CJ Dugan.
Ball bounced off the catcher's glove and then bounced off the top of the head of the home plate umpire. That'll wake you up in the morning. Or it'll put you to sleep, one of the two.
I'll definitely wake you up in the afternoon. That is what it is now. Yeah. 2-2. Swing on and missed. And that'll do it. Geneva beats the Jamestown Tarp Skunks by a final score of 8-4. Tarp Skunks record goes on to 24-9-2. Geneva improves their record to 13-8. Following today's loss, we're back on the air against Newark on Tuesday. For Dre Guinness, I am Jalen Ferguson telling you good evening and Godspeed.